What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Iron Frost. Today we'll be doing an update video of Almajestar's deck profile. Now this is not the masked version, this is a whole new build. And this is featuring the new Almajestar, which is known as now the Dualmajestar Astroea Bico Stella. So I guess after the mask series ended, Sophie Belle gained a new power from, realizing that you don't have to be a uniformer to use the mask, even though it's a strong power, but it's no longer an essential thing. So now, because of support we had from set 2, set 5, and then recently set 7, we decided to combine all the old cards and new cards together and make some magic happen, pretty much. Now, this, I did this earlier today. I actually did an original video of this one particularly. This is a redo video because last night after the shop tournament, I kind of forgot I had cards from last night's shop tournament thing. So I managed to get some cards I needed to incorporate this deck a little bit more. And now I think it's on its way now to become a better deck just to have fun with for shits and giggles until it's fully completed into power. So now we remember what Almajestar did in ways. It focuses more on getting critical triggers, only critical triggers in the soul, and then activate some magic shit kind of happened. But now it's now it's the Astroea version, and you have critical and Astroea, up to a number of different Astroeas in the bind zone to activate some skills. And ironically enough, there are some cards in here that share Evil Eye. So Helena Walker is also a part of this too, and I might use some of these cards to incorporate that deck more often, because these are some cards that are now sharing both Gruzio and Astroea, so that'd be a fun thing. So since we are doing the DZ series, because it's sets 2, 5, and 7, let's go ahead and do the right deck first, which is going to do energy counters, because I do have some energy generator cards, but I don't always like carrying out energy cards in my pocket or in a bag or a deck box. So I figured just having this card, as long as you probably bring one energy generator to show that you have it for sanction games, I guess. But I like to have the dice idea, just like plunk, plunk, plunk kind of thing. Keep an eye out on the energy counter. Now, Astroea unfortunately did not get a full new ride line, so we are still using the old one from Almajestar, Pypis, Unica. So we have Almajestar Pypis Mulchie for our grade 0. We have Schwart Sparda for our grade 1. Turan Dyna for our grade 2. And finally we have Dualmajestar Astroea Bico Stella. Sorry. And now I'm able to read, since she is a new card, I usually read all the full effects so we can make it a little easier. Now, her first effect is, at the beginning of your main phase, if you did not ride this turn, discard a card from your hand, choose a card with a stroke with the same card name as this unit in your bind zone, ride it as stand, and if you do roll a card, activate Persona Ride. Easy play call. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 3. Bind all criticals and cards with Astroea in their card names. Soul Blast for this cost. And perform all the following according to the total number of critical and cards with Astroea in their card names in your bind zone. If there is one or more, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. And all your front row units get plus 5,000 power. Okay? 3 or more, this unit gets plus 1 critical and plus 1 drive until the end of that battle, so I'm glad they actually incorporated that, make it all together. And here's a third new effect, which is 5 or more cards. Choose one of your rear guards and stand it. This is like a play on Bico Mask, I think. This is what the idea is, because I remember in the episode when Sophie used this on Biricon Manticore, and then that's when that unit stands. So that's why I think this is a very awesome card to have. And plus, if you really think about it, Astroea did not have the good support in the last, in the D series itself. Now with DZ, it gained more support and whole new powers, pretty much. Somewhat like that, and with new support cards. So that is the confirmed bride line for Astroea Bico Stella. And I am using Masanori's Wildress sleeves because they're purple, and I usually have these for Dark State or Filthy Rosa for Clerical, depending on which colors I really want to use. And now, as for trigger lineups for the main deck, I play 4 copies of Direful Doll Alexandra for our heals. Try and keep the combination of her old deck with the new deck together, and you know, it's a nice little feel to it. I know her and Helena uses this card, so give or take. And then for the first batch of criticals, we are playing Direful Doll Bethany. For some reason, I just like the idea of Direful Dolls like as criticals and triggers itself. The deck itself needs to be more corporate. You know, maybe I'll revamp that deck or revive it sometime. We'll see what happens. There's just a lot of decks I need to re-update, reevaluate, and all that stuff. For the last critical, we're playing 4 Stem Deviant Dragon because we do rely on the soul a lot. And this is the more criticals you have in the soul, the more chance you get with Astroea's ability. Now, this is a personal choice. I still play 3 Natalias. I'm starting to like the new front trigger. That one goes into the soul anyways, but then again, you can use that card for a Gruzio, but this one is just for a 20k shield value, and you know, there's a chance that you can get power to the front row. And then, of course, we have Gallmageheld for our over-trigger choice, so give or take. So that is the Grade 0 lineup. Sorry. And I am using the Dragon Shield sleeves in the shade Midnight Blue, just because midnight equals, you know, starlighting kind of thing. I couldn't find my black ones that I like the glitter in the back of it, so I'm gonna have to see if I can find some more glitter on that one. Now for grade 1s, this is gonna be a very unpopular opinion, but just bear with me. I finally got my hands on another copy of this card, but now until I get the last 2, this is what I'm gonna have to do. This is my personal opinion. But I am playing now 2 copies of Clerical Star Demonic Lady Bifrons. And this is from the Set 2 collection, and I know it's like very grossly overpriced. When this unit is placed on rearguard from hand, counterblast 1, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, choose a card from among them, put it into hand, choose a card from among them, put it into soul, and discard the rest. There's only one active skill. If you have a Vanguard with Almajestar in its card name, Soul Blast 1 and Energy Blast 3. Search your deck for up to 1 card with Astroea in its card name, or up to 1 critical trigger, put it into Soul, and shuffle the deck. If you put a card into Soul, choose a card with a different card name from this unit and grade less than or equal to your Vanguard from your drop, and you may call it to rear guard. So for now, until I get 2 more, I'm playing only 2 ofs. Just because it's a very generic card, and the first effect always gets me, like, pretty much give or take there. The secondary effect is meant for Astroea herself, but people are using this in Draw Jeweled or any Dark State deck you think of. Mainly for Draw Jewel because of its, the new anime, the Deluxe Finals featured, I forgot what his name was, I'm gonna have to read it again. But anyways, you get the idea. The Draw Duel player. He plays generic cards, including this card, including some Demonic Ladies. So I'm kind of thinking that he incorporated those just for easy calls, easy cards kind of thing, give or take. Next, I'm playing 3 copies of Crepuscular Mage Illyllia. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have a Vanguard with Almajestar in its card name, choose a trigger unit from your drop, and you may put it into Soul. Okay? Back row, rearguard only, 1 turn only. When your unit in the same column as this unit stand by the card's ability, if you have a Vanguard with Almajestar in its card name, Soul Blast 1 and stand this unit. Now, this is where it gets probably tricky. So since Dualmajestar is a whole new Majestar, there's no Almajestar in this. So she might be meant just for only, she's like only meant for like the older Unica and power, or small little power creep kind of thing. but I figured she might be doing better incorporation in that, give or take. You know, I can always change it out later down the line, but I think it's a good idea just to give it a shot because until you hit Bico Stella, you have grade 0, 1, and 2 who have Almajestar in their names. So this is a good idea pretty much. At least to me, or at least the two of. The next one we have was a promo that I had a hard time getting as well. This is 4 copies of Plutonic Prospector. At the end of battle, this unit attacked or boosted. If you have a Vanguard with Almajestar or Evil Eye in its card name, put this unit into Soul. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 grade 3 card from among them, reveal it and put it to your hand and shuffle the deck. If your bind zone has 2 or more triggers, trigger units, this unit gets 10,000 to the shield. So it's a nice little defense play as well. I think it is. Next, I'm playing 2 copies of Goofy Link Chimaera. This is from the Set 5 collection. At the end of the battle, this unit boosted if you have a Vanguard with Almajestar or Evil Eye in its card name. Last 1, look at the top 7 cards in your deck, choose up to 1 grade 3 card without a Regulus piece from among them. Reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. So we are playing 2 order cards in here and that will cooperate that. So just nice little search engine. And then for perfect cards, I chose Ridicule Disruptor and 1 Elementaria Sanctitude, just for those plays that when you're going to go up against like Illyllia Patriarch, Boss Sagra, or Odium, or Stride decks, you know, anything. This card will do a play for free if you have a triple drive unit, pretty much. So there is the grade 1 lineup. For grade 2s, I'm playing 4 copies of the new Sturgenberg Chimaera. This is from the Set 5 collection. This has, when this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have Vanguard with Almajestar in its card name, choose a card from your drop and may put it into Soul. If your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, you may put a trigger unit with this effect, this unit, and you put a trigger unit with this effect, and this unit gets 5,000 power and 10 in turn. When this unit stand by the ability of your Vanguard with Astroea in its card name, if your bind zone has 4 or more criticals, this unit gets +1 critical and 10 in a turn. So again, this card is very perfect for those early games or mid games where you want to go with, because I don't think you can still play this even if they're at grade 3. I might be wrong, but I don't know. We'll just see what kind of happens. And of course, let's not forget, we also have Kids Peak, Griffin, play 4 of that one, and 2 copies of Griffith Chimaera. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if you're a Vanguard with Almajestar in its card name, discard a card from hand, look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose a card from among them, put it into hand, put the rest on top of your deck or into Soul, and this unit gets 5,000 power and then in turn. So I chose 2 of that because it's still experimental. So, like I said, these cards are actually meant for early games or middle games kind of thing, but we'll see. Finally, oh wait, I just realized something. So Dualmajestar, if you take out D and U, it's still Almajestar. So there is a chance that you can still play all those cards even on grade 3. So we are playing 3 more copies of Dualmajestar Astroea Bico Stella for personal rideability. Then we have the card I've been looking for. 4 copies of Arcitry Chimaera. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Astroea in its card name, put a card from your hand into Soul, draw a card, and this unit gets 5,000 power into the turn. Here's a rear guard and guardian ability. If your bind zone has a total of 1 or more critical and cards with Astroea in their card names, this unit gets 10,000 to the shield. If it has a total of 3 or more, this unit gets the power to intercept. So that's the card I've been kind of looking for, and I'm glad I found it last night. So bravo. Next, I play 2 copies of Almajestar Stellosphere. This is from the Set 12 collection from D series. I figured this would be a good 2 of to try and give it a good shot. But that is it for the deck profile update video for Dualmajestar, Bico Stella. I was so happy I finally got a chance to finally build this deck and the way it should have been. I know that a lot of people hate me for building female decks, giving them all this praise, and maybe they just hate me for having an annoying voice or just the fact I'm different. People just want to be judgmental a lot of things. But yeah, that is it for the video update. There'll be a full deck list in the description box down below. And if you guys like the content I do create on my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this deck itself. What do you guys personally recommend that I should try better? I'm very open with different ideas, and as long as you keep it positive and actual criticism and not being really super mean and trolling with your words. I've had that problem in the past with a certain creeper, and it did not go well at all. But anyways, you guys, have a great week. Enjoy the rest of your week. And for those of you who are in the middle of rainstorms or anything, please be safe out there. Make good choices. And if you're driving, please be careful. Watch the road and make sure you're not sliding on a hydroplane and all that stuff. Those are just my last words. I'll see you guys next video. And as always, I've been your host, Simon Frost, signing out. And also, have a good night.